Good evening, Ashok. My name is Gangadhar. Began my career in June 2021 and accumulating about 4 years of overall experience, and my relevant experience also where I worked as a Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM developer. During this period, I've been actively involved in both healthcare and insurance domain projects, contributing various aspects in CRM customizations. I have a hands-on experience in implementing custom plugins, workflows, JavaScripts, business rules, as well as creating and configuring forms, fields, dashboards, and other CRM components. I also possesses a strong understanding of out-of-box functionalities, and have also involved in data migrations using out-of-box import wizard. In addition to this, in addition to this CRM customizations, I also have experience in Power Apps like Power Automate, Canvas app, model-driven apps, and basic knowledge on Power Portals and PCF controls. Coming to my roles and responsibilities, my typical day involves in sync-up calls with my team lead and manager, where I discuss the requirements and take up tasks. Um, I complete my I update my tasks and to my manager and team lead through via mails at the end of the day. So, if I summarize my skill set, I have a strong base in CRM customizations like implementing plugins, uh, creating workflows, um, um, implementing business rules, and writing business logics using JavaScript and C Sharp, and also Power Automates. Uh, and PCF controls, as well as Power Portals. This is all about me.
Yeah, fine, Andy. So just to add on, so you're updating your work status to manager end of the day, right? So along
Yes.
with that, you just add, we also have project management tool like Jira. We also update in the Jira in the
Okay.
respective ticket. So just to add that point as well. Yeah. So do you know about plugins?
Yes, I do have experience in plugins. Plugins are uh, uh, basically implemented to automate the business processes using custom code with C Sharp.
So how much do you rate yourself out of 10 in the plugin concept?
Uh, I rate 8 out of 10.
And how about JavaScript? How much do you rate?
I rate 7 out of 10.
And Power Apps concepts like Power Automate flows
I rate 8 out of 10.
and Power Portals.
6 out of 10.
Okay, fine. So let's start with the technical questions. And do you know about the business rules in CRM?
Yes, I do have knowledge on business rules. Uh, basically, business rules are used to automate the business processes without writing any code. Uh, Business rules run both on for client, basically used for the purpose of validations, client side validations.
Hmm. So,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you know about the scope concept in the business rule?
Yes, there are three scopes in business rules where if you set a scope at entity level, the business rules run on all on the entities and views. This runs on client side and as well as server side. Whereas if we set business rule on a specific form, uh, the business will run on only on that particular form, and it runs on client side. Whereas if we set the scope to all forms, the business will run logic run on client side, and it runs on all the forms.
And let's say, will that business rules executed on the quick create form? And how many form types we have, by the way?
Form types, yes.
Yeah, how many
We
types are there?
we have a main form,
Hmm.
quick create form,
Hmm.
quick find form, and card form.
Yeah. So will that business rules execute on the quick create form?
No, it won't
Won't
execute.
execute, is it? Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
You recheck once after the session, okay?
Okay.
Like you set form scope as all forms and see if it works.
Okay.
And let's say I have a scenario here. So I do have three fields: gender and daughter of and son of.
Okay.
So based on the gender, I'm showing and hiding the daughter of and son of fields. If gender selected as male, I'm showing son of and hiding daughter of. I implemented business rule.
Okay.
Okay. So on the main farm, creating records from the main farm. So three fields are there. It is working fine, and show height is working fine. Let's say I removed a field from the farm. Gender field I removed from the farm,
Okay.
and I have only two farm, daughter of and son of.
Okay.
So what will happen with that business rule? My business rule is still active. So if I try to create a new record, or if I try to open existing record, so what will happen?
It runs actually if it is not a mandatory field. There won't be any exception.
So will
You
it
you,
show for
you
the
mean
height?
you mean that the gender form gender field is not available, but uh,
Yes,
son of and
daughter
daughter of
fields
is
are
available.
available. So
Available.
what will happen? Will it set visibility? So let's say on the form I'm opening the existing record. So the existing record I will have already values. I will have already gender is male, uh, value is there, but the field is not exist on the form. So I'm just opening one of the record where gender is male. So what will happen with the visibility of these two fields? Will both of them visible or one of them visible, or will it work or not?
It will definitely work, but
Did you understand the question, right?
no, no, actually, exactly, I didn't understand the question. Like,
So the question, let me just repeat again.
yeah,
So I have the three fields on the form:
okay,
gender and son of and daughter of.
yes,
And I implemented business rule to show and hide the daughter of and son of based on the gender.
okay,
If I select gender as male, I'm showing son of and hiding daughter of. And if I select gender as female, I'm showing daughter of, hiding son of. So
yes,
this functionality working fine, perfect. If I create records and I already created 10 records, it is working fine.
yes,
And somehow what I did, I removed the gender field from the form.
okay,
And I did not deactivate business rule. Business rule still remains same active. So I'm opening one of the existing record. Let's say existing out of 10, one of the record is Ashok. Ashok record I'm opening. So the gender value already there behind, even though the field does not exist on the form, the value is there because earlier it is existed. The gender
okay,
is male.
okay.
So what will happen with that visibility of the other two fields?
You mean if there is a male, will it be will the son of is available or not? You mean, right?
Yeah, what will happen visibility of that fields?
If it is already been created earlier, that will be available.
Uh, field which field will show out of
See,
daughter of and son of?
it will show if it is male, it will a son of will be shown.
The other field will hide, is it?
Yes.
Okay, you recheck this one also practically.
Okay.
The answer is wrong, you just recheck. You will get the answer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And and have you worked on the JavaScript, right? So can you just give me the steps? How do
Yes.
we implement JavaScript function?
Yeah. You should give a class library name uh, uh, uh,
So,
with as per the requirement.
mm, so it's a JavaScript actually, not a plugin.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
give a function name proper function name,
Mm,
proper function name as per the requirement. Implement the business logic using get set
mm,
syntax, and before loading into web resource as a web resource, you can cross check with the syntax if there are any syntax error. Mm, and load it has load it to web server, and on the form level, if you can add this uh, uh, function. uh,
mm. How many events are there, by the way, in the
yeah,
JavaScript?
events, yeah, on form load, on
Mm,
save load,
mm,
on save, and on field change. So accordingly, according to the requirement, we should set like
mm, mm.
adding the library.
Okay, okay. So can you just give me
And
the
we should select the
mm,
parameter, first parameter.
yeah, yeah. So can you just give me the one of the real-time scenario where you have implemented JavaScript recently?
Yes, there are many scenarios where I have implemented. One
Mm,
of them is, if I select the uh, say for example, staff type has doctor, I should populate his specialty.
mm,
So using the JavaScript, I have implemented.
mm. So what is the logic you have used?
Uh, like I got I get the I need to implement this lookup syntax field
Mm-hmm.
syntax using lookup field syntax. I should get this uh, I should get the value of the first, the I'm sorry, I'm unable to explain, but
Yeah, fine. That is fine. And like JavaScript, how do we debug the code if you have any issues?
yeah, using try catch.
Mm. Is
No,
there any?
I tracing trace logs, we can debug it.
Mm.
The other way is, yeah,
So the other way is by using the debugger keyword.
yes, debugger keyword.
Yeah, debugger keyword and trace logs. Try catch is for error handling, not for
Handling,
the
yeah, error
yeah,
handling.
correct. And have you worked on the plugin?
Yes,
And can you just give me the high level steps how to implement a plugin?
sure. Um, we should give a proper namespace and class library name as per the requirement. Um, and write the plugin logic code using try catch, and we should add uh, references like Microsoft XRM.SDK, uh, and and after that, after writing logic, we have to um, what do you call, we have to sign in, and then we should build the project. uh, Later copy the path of the .dll, just and log into the XRM registration tool, sorry, register plugin registration tool, where we have to connect to the system using proper credentials. Later we should load the assembly, and using the path of the .dll. And then again we have to add the step, whatever we need to implement, like and then where we have to add event messages like create or update, and also we have to select the entity. Later we have to select the secondary entity, and we should also select the um, like some pipeline stages.
Okay. So what type of measures we have in the plugin?
Create, update,
Hmm. Only two is a
many are there, but mostly I've used these two.
create, update, retrieve multiple,
Yeah, retrieve multiple.
associate. Yeah. So these things you can highlight. Yeah. And what is the images concept in the plugin?
Yes, images concept is to capture the data, where pre-image is to capture the uh, old data, and whereas post-image is the current updated data.
Okay. So in the plugin registration tool, there is a property filtering attributes. What is the purpose of that property?
Yes, it is used for update,
Update means.
like whatever the fields we need to update,
Hmm.
whatever the fields we need to capture there, where we select there.
Hmm. So generally it will helpful for an update event. If you
Yes,
want to trigger only on particular field update, we'll use the filtering attributes.
yeah.
Yeah. And can you just explain about the pipeline stages?
Yeah, there are three pipeline stages. One is pre-validation, pre-operation, and post-operation. Pre-validation, the plugin will execute before the system perform some basic validations like privilege checks or out-of-box checks. If there is any exception, whatever the changes made before the exceptions will not get rolled back. Whereas in pre-operation, uh, the plugin will execute before the data saved at the server. If there are any changes, if there are any exceptions, the changes that are made before the exceptions will get rolled back. Um, and whereas post operation, uh, the plugin will execute after the data saved at the server. If there are any changes, if there are any exception, the changes that are made before, that occur before the exception, will also get rolled back.
Yeah, okay, fine. So in your career, how many plugins you have implemented so far?
Yeah, almost about 10.
And let's say we have the context right in the plugin. So that
Yes.
context, what it will contains, what are all things we can get it from the context? Can we get a message name
Yes.
and what else we can get it?
Context dark message. Yes, we can get the user context also.
Yeah, user information.
Yes,
And
user.
so what is the purpose of the depth? We also
It's a
have that, yeah, depth in
yes.
the context. What is the purpose?
It's a property where we get the uh, 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 position of the plugin in the call stack.
Hmm.
If the depth is greater than one, uh, you know it gives uh, like like what do you mean, like we can avoid infinite loop using that.
Yeah.
um, and we can understand by that the that how many uh, processes are calling this plugin.
Hmm. So what are all services do we use in the plugins?
Yes.
What services do we use in the plugin?
IT for tracing service
Mhm.
and organization service.
So tracing service, what is the purpose of tracing service?
For trace logs,
Yeah.
yeah, we use that.
Okay, fine. So can we share data between two plugins? Is it possible?
Yes, it is possible through shared variables.
Yeah. And so how do we like debug the plugin if I have any exceptions?
Yes, we can debug through using trace logs
Mm.
as well as uh, plugin profiler.
Can you just give me the steps with the plugin profiler?
Yes. Uh, Generally, this plugin profile will get the exact, it captures the exact context of that plugin execution. We can, like, if you go to this yeah, register plugin registration tool, first we need to install the profiler. After successful installation of the profiler, we need to start profiling at the required uh, assembly step. Uh, then later, we need to trigger this plugin where we have to perform an action where exactly the plugin is failing. So at that point, we need to download that dot profiler. Then we need to navigate to Visual Studio. There we need to navigate to debug and start click on processes. There we have to install the plugin registration tool, and after that we need to add the breakpoints. Later we need to navigate again to XRM tool. Then on the we need to click on debug and select the downloaded profiler, uh, and we need to select the assembly. There, if you click execute, it will navigate again to the Visual Studio, where we need to debug there. We need to play there. Then we will exactly know where exactly the plugin is failing, in which step.
Okay, okay. Fine. And let's say we have the server-side logics like plugin, workflow, and Power Automate flow,
Okay.
right? So how do you decide which one you have to choose if you have any requirements? And for which kind of requirements, which component do you choose?
Okay. If if we have um, if the requirement, if the project requires a Power Automate, uh, we'll go with that. But before that, we generally prefer out of box functionalities, where if we can meet the business requirement with the workflow, we'll definitely choose that as first. But whereas if there is more complex logic to be implemented, then preferably we'll go with Power Automate. If the project doesn't support Power Automate, then we'll go with plugin.
So how do you decide which one is workflow, normal workflow?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So like workflow, plugin, and Power Automate flow. So
Okay.
generally, you have to highlight like if you have any, if you have to implement any wait condition, like plugin is not supported, we have to go with the like
Workflow.
workflow. And if you have any requirement, like if you want to implement any pre-image or post-image, workflow is not supported, we have to go with the plugin. And if you have any integration related kind of requirement, if you want to integrate system with any third-party system, the instead of workflow and plugin, it's a recommended go with the Power Automate flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is how the expected answer. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And what is the how many types of workflows do we have in the system?
We have two types. One is real-time workflow and background workflow. Real-time workflow runs immediately, and user has to wait, and page refresh is not required. Whereas background workflow, um, user has to user doesn't want to doesn't require to wait. It works in background, and page refresh is required.
Yeah, okay. And what type of triggering events
And
do we have?
wait
Okay.
condition is available in background verification, background workflow, but real time wait condition is not available.
Mm. So, how many triggering points we have in the workflows?
Triggering points we have four.
Are they?
One is uh, record creates, record status change, record field change, delete. Sorry, that is scope.
Okay. Yeah, workflow so is fine. Let's say if you have any, the workflow is failed or not triggered for one of the record. So how do you check and where do we check
In processes, we check.
process? Okay.
Yeah.
And how do we handle status in Power Automate flows?
Yes, using a, scope where we add two scopes, and like we take a try block and catch block.
Okay. And so let's say if I want to process more than the 50,000 records in Power Automate flow, and is it possible and
Okay.
how do we do?
Yes, through pagination, like a threshold, if we set it to uh, then we can retrieve.
Threshold limit. Yeah, fine. Mhm. So how do we send email, CRM emails using Power Automate flow?
Through automate.
Yeah.
If we select um, Cloudflow has automate.
Let's say I have the Power Automate flow. So I wanted to send email functionality. I wanted to implement email functionality from the CRM using Power Automate flow.
Yes.
Generally, if it is a workflow, we will use a send email and do, right?
Yes.
So how do we do in the Power Automate flow?
We can use through we can like in we can select we have an function like email there. uh, by using that we can.
Okay. Do you know bound and unbound operations?
Sorry, I have no idea.
Yeah, so you explore once bound and unbound
Okay.
operations. And what type of Power Automate flows we have?
Yeah, we have three types. One is automate, instant, and schedule.
So when do we go for instant? When do we go for automation?
Yeah, for a regular, for any process to be automated, then we'll go with automate. For instance, if there is any manual call by the user, we go for instance. And for schedule, if there are any schedule regular uh, process to be done, then we'll go with scheduled.
So how do you do the deployments in CRM in your project?
Yes, by exporting managed solution.
And what type of solutions we have in CRM?
We have two, like managed and unmanaged solution.
What is the difference between both?
Yes, managed solution where customizations cannot be done, whereas in unmanaged solution, customizations can be done. Manual publish is required in unmanaged solution, whereas manual publication is not required in managed solution. And yeah, we cannot export the managed solution, but whereas we can export an unmanaged solution. And whatever, if we delete any if we delete any field in the managed solution, whole uh, record will be deleted. But whereas if we delete any field in unmanaged solution, though the field get deleted, but it will be available in the system.
So do you know about the automation deployment?
Yeah, I do have, but have to explore.
Okay, okay, fine. So let's say I have a scenario based question,
Yeah.
and I do have the two workflows on same event on creation of the account record. I do have the two workflows. One is real-time workflow, one is background workflow.
Yes.
And the background workflow is failed due to some data issue or something.
Okay.
So what will happen? Like the event is on record creation, right? So my
Okay.
first question is, will the record will be created successfully or not? And the second question, what will happen with the other workflow? Will it execute or not?
Yeah, I'll answer the second one. It will execute work. Current, I mean, real-time workflow will be executed, even though if the background workflow get failed.
And how about the first question?
First question, record will be executed,
A record will be created or not in the
created.
system? So let's say I will change my question here. So what will, let's say my synchronous workflow is failed due to some data issue.
Hmm.
So what will happen now? Will my record get created, and what will happen with the other workflow? Will that execute it?
Yeah. See, synchronous is nothing but real time. If the synchronous workflow fails, whole transactions get failed, and whole it will yeah, record will be rolled back, and there won't be any transaction.
So record creation will get successful or fail?
No, it will fail.
And how about the other workflow?
See,
Background workflow will not execute, right?
will no, it won't.
Yeah, fine. And I have another requirement. So
Yeah.
on the product entity, I have one of the field, and I wanted to provide accessibility only for the certain users, let's say managers.
Okay.
And the normal users, I don't want to provide access. How do we achieve?
Yeah, we can achieve. First, we need to set this field. Uh, we should enable this field, uh, uh, like we should security at the field level. Then we need to go to we can say we can navigate to field security profile, where we give permissions of that certain field, um, uh, that give permission, like read or allow create or allow update. um, then we by using security field profile we can achieve this.
And what kind of security setup we have in the CRM?
Can you please repeat?
What kind of security related concept available in the CRM?
Yes, we have a field security profile, security roles, hierarchy model, access team templates.
So what kind of privileges do we have in the CRM?
Yes, privileges, read, write,
Mm.
um, append to, assign, share, create.
The access levels,
Yes, user or business unit level, user level, business unit level, parent child unit level, parent child unit level, and organization level.
what is purpose of each one of them?
Yeah. For user level, um, the records will be accessed by the user itself.
Mm.
And whereas if you have access level set to business unit, uh, all the records that are available, all the records are records accessed by all the users in the same business unit. If you set as parent child business unit, then the users, the records can be accessed by the users of the same business unit as well as the child, uh, as well as the records of the child business unit. And if we set it as organization, then the records can be accessed across the organization, users in the organization.
So do you know about the scope of the workflow?
Yes.
What is the scope, and let me know the purpose of each one of them.
Yeah, as I just said, now there are four types: user level, business unit level, parent child, and organization. The records, the workflow runs on the records owned by the user when we set it to scope as user. The workflow runs on the records owned by the users of the same business unit. If we set the workflow scope has business unit,
Mm.
and if we set uh, workflow scope has parent child unit, then the records owned by the users of the same, the workflow runs on the records uh, by the users of the same business unit as well as the uh, child. And if we set the workflow scope as organization, uh, the workflow runs on the records owned by the users across the organization.
Yeah, fine. And so I have a requirement here. One of the entity I have the two forms, form A, form B.
Okay.
So what I wanted to do, if I log in with manager, I want to show both the forms. But if I log in with the normal person, I want to show only form J. Is it possible?
Yes, it is possible. By We can achieve this by um, uh, um, enabling the security role on form level.
Mm.
See, like for a form A, form B, right?
Yeah.
So if yeah, this form A, form B, uh, uh, we can achieve by at the by setting the security role who can see this form. If, see, for example, form A, form B, if I select form A, and if I select the security role on the form level and select it as to the manager, as well as the form B also. If I select this to as a manager, both forms can be seen by manager. If I select form A, say, and put security role and who can see this, and if I set it to that user, then only user can see form A.
Okay, okay, fine. So can you just let me know what kind of new features introduced by Microsoft recently? Do you know any one of them?
Yeah, I know. It's AI has been implemented like a capital tool, Copilot tool,
Okay, okay,
and I also seen in the Power Portals AI bot, chatbot,
okay, okay.
and I can see in the form levels also this implementation AI has been implemented. Like,
Mhm. So in the Power Portals, let's say I have a requirement. So I'm creating one of the record from the portal. So I wanted to populate current portal user details in one of the lookup. So is it
okay,
possible?
yes, it is possible by checking, in the basic form where we need to go to additional settings. There we can check the current user profile.
Sorry, the basic form.
In the basic form, we have one of the tabs, additional settings.
Hmm.
There you can see the current portal user.
Okay,
We
okay.
have to check that, click that. If we click that, and then we can get the current user.
Yeah, fine. And how many, like, let's say I wanted to uh, change the password of the portal user. Is it possible?
Sorry.
So one of the portal user password I wanted to change. So how
Okay.
do we change?
Yes, you can change by going to the page settings.
Mm. No, current user password I wanted to change. Portal user password. One of the portal user password I
Yeah,
wanted to update. So how do we do?
through if you navigate to Power Page Management, where we can have site settings. I think there we have to change user. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, fine, fine, no issue.
There, I think we can change that in Power Page Management.
So where do we store the portal users in CRM? Where it will store?
It will store in accounts entity.
Account is a account or
Yes,
contact?
the contact. Sorry.
So let's say, how do we manage the data access in the portal?
Yes, through uh, web roles as well as page permissions.
The rules and page permissions is it?
Yeah,
Okay, fine. Yeah, fine, Andy. So you are covering all of them. That's good actually. Yeah, it's enough. Yeah, thank you.